Hi everybody! Welcome to the Freshwater Purls Knitting Podcast. My name is Hope and I'm coming to you from Lansing, Michigan. If you are returning and you have stuck with me through all of this learning how to podcast and not be super awkward, I really appreciate you. And I thank you so much for leaving me comments that are so kind and just spending time with me and knitting, hopefully, while you watch. If you're new, did I say new or returning? If you're new, welcome, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you are inspired to knit some of your own things or create some of your own things this year. Today, I wanted to really get right into the knitting, but first, I should tell you where to find me, right? So you can find me on Ravelry, and my username is actually HopefulMe, HOPEFULMEE, but our podcast group is the Freshwater Purls Knitting Podcast. So you can find us on Ravelry, and I'll link below the video as well. And you can find me on Instagram, where I am most frequent. I most frequently post on is Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram at Freshwater Purls. So yeah, find me there, friend me, so I know if you're watching, and I love to look at other knitters' items, so yeah, look for me there. But yeah, like I said, I really wanted to get right into the knitting today because I'd like this to be a quicker episode, mostly to just share the things that I made from last week. I had a few goals to finish some things that I did accomplish, and I wanted to finish them before I started some Christmas knitting, and especially before Vlogmas started, which starts tomorrow. Now today is Thursday, November 30th. So I am so excited about the things that I finished, and I'm so excited about Vlogmas. I really wanted to get you this episode so you could have at least one normal episode, because I'm not sure how often I will be able to post a regular episode in the month of December. So if you are interested in seeing what I'm working on during December, you could probably watch some of my Vlogmas videos that will be to come. And I'm sure I will post some things on there. I'm hoping to at least get one episode done in December, 2 weeks from today. So you can see what I'm working on and what I'm finishing, especially for Christmas gifts, because we're coming down to the 25 days before Christmas, and it's time to crunch. So yeah, let's start right off with my finished objects. Okay, I will I will show you first my completed shawl. Hopefully I figured out how to edit that out by now, because I definitely didn't figure it out last week. Anyway, so I finished my OTU shawl by Maggie Fangman, and she hasn't yet released the pattern, but when she does, I will post a link, likely in my Instagram, and I will also remind you once she publishes it, I will remind you in my podcast as well. But this is the OTU shawl, which I don't know if it'll come out clear because I am in a really weird in December, in the winter in Michigan. I'm sure this is everywhere. It is everywhere, but especially here, the sun is much lower the whole day, and so it comes right through my window, making it kind of bright, and this might be blown out because the red doesn't show very well anyway. But here it is, and it is huge. It won't even fit on the entire thing, but I really like it. It was a really fun knit. The texture is amazing throughout the whole thing. It's this double seed stitch pattern. So fun. And you can see the cabling, which is also really fun. And then the cable panel here. It's super fun. I really loved it. And it's huge. My kids have been using this as a blanket. My dogs have been sleeping on it. Everybody has. So I will probably wear this in the house, just like you do, you know, a shawl, over the shoulders. It's really nice. It goes down fairly, this isn't very good. This is not a very good time to show you this like that. But, and then in the winter time, I will wear it around me. Oh, I did this in the mirror and it looked so much better. But I will just be like cozying up in it and putting it under my winter coat. Oh, I'm sorry about that dinging. I'm really happy with it. I'm really glad that I did this pattern. I'm so happy to have found Maggie because her texture and her patterns is amazing. And if you're looking for a really nice textured shawl, sport weight, be on the lookout for this pattern to release because you will love this one. And I actually knit it out of acrylic yarn, which I'm fine with, and I thought might look a little funny, but I don't think it looks funny at all. And it's laying really nicely. So yeah, look for this beautiful shawl pattern by Maggie Frankman to come out shortly, I believe. I also finished the socks that I had on the needles. Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm shaking you. The socks that I had going, I really wanted to finish because I have some socks for Christmas planned for my family. Sorry, I had hair in my lips. It's still there. And I finished them. So I don't have any sock blockers. So hopefully, oops, I still have ends to weave in. But here they are. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. So I'm really happy with them. This is Quince & Co. I keep forgetting to find the color. This is Quince & Co. in a really nice blue color. This yarn here is my hand-dyed yarn. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My son came out to tell me something that he found on Minecraft. So anyway, these are the socks. So yeah, like I said, this is Quince & Co. fingering weight. Is it the Finch? I think. This is my hand-dyed yarn here. And so I did the Quince & Co. for the toe, the heel, and the cuff. And I really love them. You can see them. I did a 64-inch toe-up construction, and I used the Late Night Socks pattern. I forget who it's by. It's a free pattern, but it's called the Late Night Socks. They have a really fun, I mean, I really like the toe on those. It's really nice and rounded. You can see it there. So I used that toe. I used the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and then I cast off in a 1x1 rib with, is it Judy's Magic Cast Off or Judy's Stretchy Bind Off? Whatever that is. I never like, it always looks like this flared thing to me, but it fits well, so I try to ignore that. And I always try hard to make them about equal when you fold them over, to make the leg as equal as the foot. So I'm sorry, I'm getting a cold, so my voice is kind of funky. So those are done. I'm so excited because now the Christmas knitting has begun and I am in full swing. Oh, kind of. As full swing as you can get when you have 4 kids, one of them being a 3-month-old who needs stuff all the time. So I'll show you, well, I'll show you first my, the socks that I have going for my son. But I'm going to let you go for 1 second while I go get a drink of water. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. My voice is kind of scratchy. So, and when I get a cold, I mean, this is too much information probably, but I had my thyroid removed a few years ago, and my vocal cords have been really weird ever since. So when I get a cold, it like super affects my voice. So anyway, I will start with the socks that I'm knitting for my son because if he comes out again, I want them to be done, or I want them to be hidden. I am knitting these with, let's see, this is not the right band, but it is Patton's Croy. I can't remember what the color is. I'll get it out for next time, but I'm knitting these with Patton's Croy, and I've already finished one of the socks. So obviously this is for a child's foot, so it went much better. I'm using the Fish Lips method just so I know they fit him correctly, so you can kind of see that. But what I did, and I can actually explain it in the sock, or in the sock that I'm working on next. But so yeah, I just did the patterns all the way up. I did the Late Night Socks toe again, which works really nice for these. I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and then I bound off with a 1x1 rib. And I was kind of disappointed in the look of the color that I chose. Sorry. I chose a Deborah Norville, really dark gray that I thought would look nice with it. And I don't think it looks bad, especially since it's not likely that the cuff will really be seen. Because I didn't have a black. I wish I could have done black instead. So it kind of makes the gray look a little bit blue. I don't know if you can see that. I think because there is a black, it kind of makes the gray look almost navy. But that's okay. These are for him. I think he will like them. Anyway, my son asked for these specifically. He's 7. He asked for socks specifically for Christmas, so I'm doing those. And this is how much I have left. The Croy. I'm going to shove these back in case he comes. And I have started the other sock. And I'm sorry, I'm a bit tangled. A lot tangled. Wow, it's like a puzzle. What I need to get this year is a needle cozy thing. Those double pointed things, needle things that people get. Anyway, this is how far I am on the next sock. I'm so blown out. I'm so sorry about the lighting. Yeah, it's super fun. So I'm knitting on these on Chiagu size 2.25 mils. I think it's a US size 1. And I did the late night socks toe, and I am doing a 52 inch, 52 stitch. Here it comes. Sorry, he came out. I had to hide them really fast. So anyway, I'm doing a 52 stitch toe for these. So that's how far I am on his socks. And after this, I'd like to have these done tonight. That's a lot of sock knitting. I might get them done. At least by tomorrow, I'd like to have his pair done. And then I can move on to my daughter's and hopefully have those done within a week, have both of those pairs done. It goes really fast because the Croy is a thicker sock yarn. And they have little feet, so it's awesome. I think kids' socks are my favorite thing to knit right now. I still like adult socks, but they go so fast. It's like a hat. They're so satisfying. So, yeah, I'm hoping to have these done at least by tomorrow, Friday, so that I can start on my next daughter's socks, so they can all have their socks for Christmas. I'm going to put these away so he does not see them if he comes back out. The only other thing I have going on the needles right now that I'm focusing on, you guys have seen other things that I'm making. Like I have the Eileen bag that I really want to get done before Christmas. And what else am I making? Oh, you know what? I finished the Bankhead hat, and my husband took it to work today, of course, because he wore it. So I can't show you that, but I'll post a picture on Instagram and maybe show you next time in the next episode. But yeah, so I'm hoping to come back to those other things that I'm knitting after I get my kids' things done. Yes?
When does the thing get here?
In like 2 hours.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe I figured out how to edit that out. I don't know. I'll go back to those things anyway after I knit the things for the kids. Next, I will show you a secret knit that I'm going to show you because I'm hoping the person who they're for looks away when I say her. I'm going to just say her name because I have lots of friends who watch my podcast, I think, and like friends in real life, I guess. And I don't want them to, this is sound terrible, like, I'd rather just say the name of who they're for so that they don't wonder if they're for them. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's weird. But I would feel bad if somebody thought they were for them and then they were for my other friend. Anyway, if your name happens to be Beth and we know each other in real life, please look away. And I will tell you when you can look back, but you have to look away if your name is Beth and we know each other in real life. So I'm knitting these for my friend, and just because we seem to always do some sort of gift exchange, even if it's like a family thing or an individual gift, we always seem to do something. So I've really been wanting to knit her some socks. but I wasn't sure if she liked them. But at this point with her, when I knit her things, like I've knit her a couple hats and she always likes them, and she's kind of like my practice person. I just like practicing patterns and giving them to her as a gift, or I don't know, they're just a fun thing. And I love, she has crocheted me some hand towels before, which I really love. So I think anything that knitted is special, and she's definitely knit worthy. So I am knitting her just some plain vanilla socks, and maybe I should have told you to turn off your sound, Beth, if you're watching. Sometimes she watches this at work, but I don't know that she keeps up with it all the time. So yes, I'm knitting these 2 at a time on my Knit Picks nickel-plated needles. Wow, it's so bright. I'm so sorry if this is so bright. But anyway, I'm knitting these on my nickel-plated needles and 2 at a time. And I'm knitting these in the... So Felici came back with their... I don't have the ball band. Felici came out with their Felici again. I mean, Knit Picks came out with their Felici again. And I was so excited. And somebody on Instagram actually like told me that they would let me know when they... Sorry guys, got interrupted again. I'm trying to do a podcast during the day so the lighting is better. But I don't know if it's really working out with my kids finding out that I'm podcasting. Anyway, so I'm knitting these with... No, there's a weird shadow. The Knit Picks Felici. This is their Goth Kitty colorway. And it's so fun. Like, I think the only other thing they could have done to make it more cool is to make it sparkly. Wouldn't that be fun to have sparkly Felici? Maybe there was before and I just never had any. So yes, she really likes like dark, deep purples, stuff like that. So this was actually like the closest colorway I could find to her liking. Like I didn't know if she would like a couple of other colorways, like more muted tones. So this was... I don't know. I thought, you know what? I think she'll like them. And I really wanted, I was in the mood to knit something stripy and pink and purple. So, yes. So I am knitting these. I'm honestly just guessing her size. I'm going to kind of go off my shoe size. We're not that different in our shoe sizes. So I'm doing a 64 stitch sock. And it's going so fast. Like I started these at the same time I started my son's socks, and I mean, I feel like I'm pretty far. For me, for my knitting speed, I feel like I'm channeling my inner crazy sock lady. If you guys know her on Instagram or her podcast, the Crazy Sock Lady podcast, I am so inspired by her knitting. She knits so many socks and she's so fast. Like, I think she knit a pair of Felici socks in like a couple days once, and that's awesome. So I feel like I'm channeling my inner crazy sock lady and knitting all the socks, because that is what I have to do for my Christmas gifts, and I am loving it. I'm really in a sock mood, and it feels right and fun right now. Yeah, so that's all that I'm working on right now. I'm trying to keep it to 2 projects at a time. So like I said, when my son's socks are done, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, I'll start on my daughter's socks. And I'm going to focus on those more, but I have to knit on the, I'll knit on my friend's socks when they're around, because I can't really knit on their socks when they're around, because I want it to be a surprise. So it's a fun thing. Jeepers. Hey. It's a fun balance. I'm getting a lot of knitting done. I don't usually keep to just 2 projects, so I'm kind of liking it. Once I'm done with everybody's gifts, with these gifts I should say, I'm going to move on to hat gifts that I'm planning. I'm planning to do maybe 2 more bankhead hats, one for my dad and one for my brother-in-law. And then I'd like to do possibly 3 more cabled, what is it? Crazy cabled beanie, cabled knitting, I don't know. Prem Knits did that awesome cabled beanie that I really loved, and I did it in like a Lion Brand Thick and Quick or something like that, some sort of chunky yarn by Lion Brand, and it was an awesome hat. So I really want to do at least 3 of those that I can think of for gifts. 2 for a family, 2 for family members, and 1 for a friend that I'm thinking of. So yeah, so after all the socks, I'm moving on to hats, and I'm so excited to get these done, and I'm really excited about how fast the socks are going. I was really worried that I would be rushing to get theirs done, because if my friends' gifts are late, I don't really care. I know that they don't really care, but I really like my kids to at least have their hand knit gift on Christmas. So if I get the kids' stuff done, I won't feel rushed at all to get everything else done, especially when hats can go like as quick, they can be done in just a day or two most of the time, especially with that chunky yarn. So yeah, those are my plans. This is a very quick episode, but I really wanted to get to, like I said before, Vlogmas starts tomorrow. And I wanted to remind you to join in on the My Two Front Teeth Cal on our Ravelry page. There are so many cute things being posted on to the knit-along page, or the forum. I'm loving looking at all of your things. There's so many cute hats, so many cute socks, cowls, scarves, shawls. So keep posting in there. Post as many as you want. And I actually thought that what I might do is, if you earburn people in the, I was thinking in the chatter thread, I think I might do a chatter, okay, I'm trying to hone in my goal here. I'm thinking about doing a chatter thread as well, a chatter thread giveaway as well. It might be smaller, it might be something fun, but not necessarily a skein, but it might be. I haven't really decided yet on prizes. But if you earburn people to in the chatter thread that aren't in the group already, I will count that in the chatter thread. Like, each thing in the chatter thread will be an entry. So feel free to earburn people to get more people to join the group and to post things in the knit along, because I feel like we're all knitting things right now. Oh, there's a weird shadow. We're all knitting right now for people, and we're all knitting lots of accessories and lots of gifts that are perfectly fine to post in the knit along thread. So everybody could join in, even though I don't know the prizes yet. It's still fun, right? So anyway, go ahead and do that, and then starting tomorrow, look for me on Vlogmas. Perfect timing. The baby's crying. Sorry guys, Meadow always knows. So yeah, tomorrow look for me on Vlogmas. I'm thinking I'm gonna post my videos at night, so you might not see them until like the morning after the actual day. I'm not quite sure how people do it. I've been watching other Vlogmases this week to see like what they do. Do they post the day of, the night before, the day, like, I don't know. So, but anyway, look for a video from me by tomorrow night, a Vlogmas video, and I'm really excited to do it. It might be kind of rough and rusty, but I know you guys will forgive me for that. So thank you for joining me for this quick episode. I really enjoyed kind of catching up with you, and I really enjoy the community that we have. And when you comment and tell me a little bit about yourself, it really makes me happy. So I look forward to seeing you during Vlogmas and hearing more about you during the week. Thanks for joining me, guys. Happy knitting.